Shortly after 8:20 this morning, a City University student, James Gerald, entered the English class here in the PAC building. During that time, during the beginning of the class, he reached into a gym bag, he pulled out an M16, he grabbed Suzanne Cassidy, a student who was sitting alongside of him as a hostage. Also, he took into custody Professor Cressup Wilson, who's the English teacher of the class that they were attending at the time. The suspect then brought both hostages up to the rooftop of the PAC building, and then the drama unfolded.
The gunman's sniper activity ceased after police arrived on the scene. He appeared to be concentrating his efforts on negotiations with the police until a helicopter set off another burst of anger and gunfire.
What happened during that point is SWAT team was naturally called in, and our negotiators over a 10-hour period negotiated the successful release of Professor Watson and also Miss Cassidy. Many of you just seen Miss Cassidy come out. Professor Watson was released earlier unharmed.
He seems genuinely fond of her, but he does get rough. He's a pretty agitated young man.
He was also infatuated, apparently, with Miss Cassidy, and she shunned his attention on many times.
He's been bothering her for a long time. He's been giving her flowers and following her around, and she was really scared of him. Like, about a week before, he gave her a note saying that if he couldn't have her, nobody could.
We have the suspect now in custody. He will be taken to the Detective Bureau for further investigation, further questioning, and charges will be forthcoming.
I have with me now Dr. Bill Swanson, who is the police department sociologist. Dr. Swanson, can you give us an idea of what Jimmy Gerald's mental state is at this point?
Well, he's obviously very, very agitated, but he is at least talking to the police negotiators. And as long as he continues to talk, we have a good chance of doing something positive with this situation.
Well, you have to understand that negotiations is a fine art, and the New Orleans Police Department's SWAT team has been unbelievably successful in many types of negotiations. What it is, you have to realize, number one, time is on our side, and number two, you have to bargain with the man. There are certain demands he wants. You have to keep him calm, keep his fears. As many of you know, 2 students were shot in the melee that began when he got on the rooftop. The device, I think it's very important, too, that I let everyone know right now that the device is being checked out by our bomb squad technicians. We do not know at this time whether it is an active bomb or not.
I believe he was able to construct that bomb from information that he was able to derive out of his physics class. He's been spending a lot of long hours in the physics lab after class, and I believe that he was able to determine the formula.
Well, we don't have a course in bomb making, but we do teach physical and chemical principles that a bright student can integrate into an explosive device.
The only involvement with the SWAT team was naturally to keep the entire area safe and keep the negotiations fluid.
The police say that Gerald will be taken to the city jail, where he will be booked on charges of attempted murder and kidnapping. The district attorney's office says that a grand jury could be convened as soon as 2 weeks from now to take up the case. This is Noelle O'Segan reporting from City University campus.